Hey everyone, just wanted to make a really quick video here to say that Digital Foundry now has a partner YouTube channel, DF Clips, which, as the name strongly suggests, is indeed a clips channel based on Digital Foundry content. You see, we're looking at the way people are watching our videos via analytics, and we can see that while we've built a large audience and an excellent supporter community, YouTube itself as a platform isn't exactly built for longer, in-depth material. So there's a whole audience out there, I think, that prefers shorter, more to the point videos, or prefers to see the juiciest parts of any given longer video without any of the preamble, right? So that's why we've made DF Clips. The objective here is to shine a light on more of our work via smaller standalone videos based primarily on existing content. So here's how that's all going to play out in practice. Similar to Linus Tech Tips LMG clips, the major news topics and discussion points in DF Direct Weekly are split up and uploaded as standalone videos. So rather than wade through a 1.5 hour show to get the juicy bits, if you like, all the key content is available to find more easily in a more accessible manner that better suits the YouTube platform, how it works, and basically what it likes. In addition to that formula, we're also going to be isolating smaller parts of our larger videos as separate content. So for example, last week I posted a half an hour video based on the AMD 4800S desktop kit. It's a kind of bizarre PC motherboard built around the Xbox Series X CPU, believe it or not. Now maybe you're not interested in motherboard breakdowns, SATA port counts, or PCI Express bandwidth. Maybe you just want to see an Xbox Series X CPU running a bunch of high-profile PC games. That stuff was all in the original upload, of course, but only after about 15 minutes of other stuff. With DF Clips, we can break that out into a standalone video that gets straight to the point. We're also really proud of our interactions with supporters, particularly so when it comes to answering a bunch of supporter questions each week in DF Direct Weekly. Now, Q&A typically arrives at the hour point in our weekly show, so it's likely the case that a lot of great discussion is missed by a lot of the audience. So we're also breaking out the questions where the answers may prove interesting and might possibly attract some kind of search engine result in some scenarios. So are teraflops actually meaningful anymore? Which is best, retro emulators or original hardware? Should all console games offer an option to unlock frame rate? All of this stuff is going to be highlighted in DF Clips' Big Questions playlist. And yeah, the new channel, I'd say it's also an interesting vehicle for us to explore shorter form content in general. So for example, check this out. In the wake of our massive DLSS 3 coverage from earlier this year, I spent some time combing through the 4K 120 FPS captures. We spent literally days getting together, isolating which frames were generated with DLSS 3 and which were traditionally rendered, producing this intriguing comparison. In itself, it's a bit lightweight for a standard Digital Foundry video, but it did end up as bonus material for supporters on our premium tier. Today, we have a new channel where we don't need to worry too much about crucial things for the main channel, like, for example, average view duration. We can just share some very cool stuff on the Clips channel. So yeah, DLSS 3 only generated frames on the left there, standard rendered frames on the right. Some nice additive content there, I'd say. So I think the point I'm trying to make with that is that even if you're subscribed to the standard DF channel, watch all of our videos, and don't think you need a Clips channel, well, we do plan to offer up some original material on the Clips channel as well. Shorter form stuff that you might still find interesting. And in some scenarios, there might be situations where we have an excess of material for longer videos that might find a good home in the Clips channel. Like way back in 2021, we received footage of a hacked version of Bloodborne running at 60 frames per second under backwards compatibility on what we believe is a development PlayStation 5. We produce a video taking that content and AI upscaling it to 4K, but we never really shared too much of the original 1080p clips, but they've got value, right? So yeah, there's a bit more of that on DF Clips right now. Okay, so let's talk business. Another reason we're doing this, beyond attempts to reach a new audience. Truth is, Digital Foundry is successful within its own niche, but the nature of what we do means we're never going to be as big as, say, Linus Tech Tips, and we're perfectly fine with that, to be honest. Also, unlike pretty much every other major tech channel, it's rare that sponsored videos or even sponsored inserts appear in our content. We produce around 220 videos a year, and last year only 4 of them had any kind of sponsorship element at all. Then there's the question of our editorial values. Clickbait headlines, outrageous thumbnails, we know they work, but we just don't want to do them. It's not us. Which is almost a shame, actually, as I've got to admit I really did enjoy putting together these exaggerated examples of the art form. The point is to do more of the work we want to do and invest more into doing even more new and exciting things. We're going to need to invest in a more sustainable way, and getting a better return from what we're doing already seems like a pretty good idea, right? So that's the pitch, and I'm very interested and a touch anxious, I'll admit, to see how this one pans out. If you'd like to support this new venture, please visit the DF Clips channel and consider adding it to your no doubt vast range of subscriptions. Ringing the bell? Well, I'm told it grants you the boon of instant notifications, even if I remain unconvinced it actually works. The channel should be updated several times each week, and we'll also be highlighting any exclusive videos that won't be derived from main channel content on our Twitter feed, and maybe even on the YouTube community tab if it's not too annoying. But that's the plan anyway, and it would be great to have your support. And yeah, I guess in hindsight, I'm fully aware that in a world where a single tweet vid about running Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart PC on a PS4 hard drive got 6.8 million views on Twitter, yeah, perhaps we should have launched this last week, but there we are. Thanks for watching and supporting Digital Foundry.